Barakatha Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, double honors to the apostles of GMS, and salutations to all of the sincere Akyam. The title speaks for itself. Trump Whitehouse puts Iran on notice. Oh man. Iran basically over the weekend tested a nuclear missile Sunday, I believe, and America hit back against them because obviously they feel under pressure. But Iran doing this as an act of defiance just goes along with the scriptures, man. The fact that the weak are going to say that they are strong, as it says in Joel 3:10, which I'm going to grab in a minute. But Iran literally, man, has been defying America for a while, and they're hitting back at America, going back and forth, saying, "Listen, this is not a violation of your previous policy set up with Obama. We're gonna do as we please, and we're gonna test our nuclear missiles. We're gonna continue developing them, man." And it's beautiful because Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai has put that spirit of rebellion into these heathen nations, man, to fire their missiles onto Babylon. And man, we can see this happening, man. It's only a matter of time. Let me grab the first scripture anyway, which is Joel, the 3rd chapter and the 10th verse. So, in fact, let me start from 9. So it says, Joel 3:9, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. In short, that spirit of war is being roused up, man, by Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, and he sent us the prophets to let these nations know not only the fact that Israel alone is going to be saved, but they're also going to have a part to play in America's destruction. America itself as a landmass will be totally decimated, and Europe and the Middle East is going to suffer, but these nations are going to have a major part to play, man. And we're here to tell them their judgment. The fact that a lot of them are going to die in that war, and the fact that even if they don't, after that they're going into slavery under the Israelites. Verse 10, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. So plowshares and pruning hooks are farming instruments, man, cultivating instruments. The Most High saying, forget that. Forget all your cultivation. Forget forget trying to develop your economy. Forget trying to strengthen your finances and things of that nature. Your infrastructure. Invest all of that into your war. Get your swords ready, get your tanks ready, get all your armies ready, and march down to the valley of Jehoshaphat, man. Yahweh Shaphat, Yahweh's judgment for the day of Armageddon, man. Oh man, it's beautiful when you can see this all coming together. Gather. It says, assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves round about Tivah, cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Man, let the heathen be weakened and come up to the valley of let the heathen be wakened. So basically, call up the mighty man, like it's saying, it's emphasizing. Call up those mighty men and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, Yahweh Shaphat, Yahweh's judgment. For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. Man, put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come get you down, for the press is full, the fats overflow, for their wickedness is great. It's time for these nations to be judged, man, primarily starting with Babylon the Great being America, man. You've got nations like Iran basically sticking a middle finger up at America saying we're going to continue testing our missiles regardless of what you say. And I'll read a bit of the article, but leave the link in the description. You can find this literally by Googling it anyway. Washington, United States, Donald Trump's White House signaled a tougher stance toward Iran on Wednesday, condemning a recent missile test and declaring America was putting the Islamic Republic on notice. America trying to be the world's policeman again. In his first public remarks since taking office, National Security Advisor Michael Flynn accused Barack Obama's administration of having failed to respond adequately to Tehran's malign actions. Basically, they're saying Obama didn't do the job, man. And they're going to have to take over and actually adequately get things sorted. Flynn cited a recent missile test and the actions of Iranian-backed rebels in Yemen as examples of Tehran's malign behavior. Iran is now feeling emboldened, Flynn said in Trenchant's pre-written remarks. As of today, we are officially putting Iran on notice, he said without elaborating. So basically, they're going to try and shut Iran's operations down because they're not happy at the fact that Iran is technically just chucking it to America, man, saying, listen, we're gonna do what we're gonna do, and if you interfere, then what will be, literally. And that's what these nations are saying, man. He said, I'm gonna skip that paragraph and read from here. He said, we stand ready to defend America's interests and partners around the world. Man. If that ain't a declaration of war, I don't know what is, man. Trust me. The war is coming, man. I'm gonna leave that link in the description, but I just wanna make this quick. I'm gonna read two more quick scriptures. I'm gonna skip straight to Obadiah. Obadiah is one of my favorite books, man, because it just puts everything into context, you know. So I'm gonna skip. I'm gonna skip down to verse 8. Obadiah verse 8. Shall I not in that day, says the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, even destroy the wise men out of Edom and understanding out of the mount of Esau? Oh man. So in short, all Edomites are going to be destroyed. There's ain't gonna be no remnant that's gonna forget their forefathers. There ain't gonna be none of that shit. All Edomites are gonna be destroyed. And thy mighty men, O Teman, shall be dismayed, to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. First and foremost, those nuclear missiles, then the race wars, the famine, all sorts of, and eventually after 1,000 years of slavery, those massive bonfires, man. But Esau is gonna go down. Esau is going to be destroyed, man, and there's nothing that any wicked nigger on this side can do about it. No Edomite is going to make it through, man, the kingdom of heaven. Thus says Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. 1 second. There's a verse I just want to literally read. Salakia, 1 second. Salakia, 1 second. Well, yeah, let me just skip down to verse 15. For the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen. So not only just Esau, all the heathen, primarily the Edomites, because if you read the Zondervan's Bible Dictionary, man, these Edomite scholars know that Esau was the only nation, man, given no promise of mercy from Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, and the Edomites are alive today. We identify those Edomites through biblical prophecy as these so-called white people today, these Europeans. Not to say it's a skin color thing, because you have white Jakes, but for the bulk, the majority of these so-called white Caucasian devils out here, slavery, death, and mass pain awaits you, man. Thus says Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. For the day of the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head. And you best believe these nations, man, are going to nuke the hell out of America. Although America's going to get a couple of them here and there, you know, shoot some nukes on Russia, that landmass in modern times today known as America is going to be totally obliterated, man. And nations like Iran, North Korea, etc. are going to have a major part to play in it, man. A real major part to play. I'm going to finish this off with Isaiah chapter 14 verse 9, preluding to this so-called white man's destiny. Hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. Man, hell from beneath is moved to meet thee at thy coming. It stirreth up the dead for thee. Even all the chief ones of the earth, it has raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations. All of these nations are going to come up against the so-called white man, because everyone knows that this so-called white man is the devil. The Arabs call him the great Satan. Those gooks in Japan haven't forgotten the fact that America dropped those bombs on Nagasaki, man, you know, and Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Those Chinese are against America. They're with Russia, you know. Moab and Ammon, man. Ishmael's against Esau for the fact that he's up in the Middle East giving them all kind of hell. Elam is against the so-called white man. I mean, man, the Africans, even the fucking Hamites are against the so-called white man. Oh, man, chucking their spears and shit. But anyway, it says, all day shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? And really, these nations at this moment in time can see that America's weak. But it's going to be emphasized when that war kicks off, man. And America's forces are not able to withstand, in short. All these nations are going to look at America and say, you were once that great, powerful nation. Now look at this. Now look at you, man. You know, thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy vows. The worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee. Death, man. Death. In short, America is breaking down, man. And you can see it every day, man. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? The light bearers, man. This is speaking primarily about the Illuminati on the left-hand side, man, of the so-called white man. Esau as a whole is gonna fall, but these elites are gonna go from not doing a single day's worth of work to literally picking up dead bodies as their first task after this World War III, man. It's gonna be a funny thing to see, man. It's gonna be a real funny thing to see these old ass devil Edomites in slavery. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which did weaken the nations? And America had a major part to play in weakening the nations, man. Previously, a nation like Iran, they would have just gone up in there, invaded in a nation where there wasn't already a central bank. They would have set one up, killed the current ruler, and left military bases there. They can't do that now because Magog, being Russia, is back in Iran, man. But you know, that's a clear example of the fact that America is now weak, man, and can't do anything about it because they're literally gagged by the fact that Russia is ready to jump in at any time should they invade one of its neighboring countries within the Middle East or countries that has ties with. So really and truly, man, America has nothing to say, man. You got North Korea chucking it to you, Iran, all of these minuscule minor countries, man, ready to go to toe to toe with America because they know they got the backing of Russia, China, and these other major world players, man. It's only a matter of time. Solely a matter of time, man. Says, I'm gonna read verse 12 again. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which did weaken the nations? For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. And that's this white man's spirit, man. Pride. Verse 15. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, Is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms? Oh man, I love Isaiah 14, man. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, Is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms? Imagine that, man. That's how the nations are going to be looking at you, man. That made the world as a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of his prisoners. Verse 18, I'm going to skip down to. But thou art cast out of thy grave like an abominable branch, and as the raiment of those that are slain, thrust through with a sword, that go down to the stones of the pit, as a carcass trodden under foot. Man, man. Basically, in short, America's going to be looked at in a little while, in a real short while, as nothing but an abominable, wicked, detestable landmass, man. And Esau, man. Thou shalt not be joined with them in burial, because thou hast destroyed thy land and slain thy people. The seed of evildoers shall never be renowned, man. That's why after that 1,000 years, you Edomites are going to be destroyed. That's why all of these other nations are ready to go toe to toe with Babylon, man. Babylon is nothing but the epitome of wickedness, man. And what we're going to do is prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. So Esau, you done did it, man. You had that wicked reign, but Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is pulling it short, and it's your time to go down, man. Nearly that time. Iran's ready, North Korea been ready, Russia's ready, China's there. The nuke's gonna get shot, man, and you ain't gonna back nations like Iran and North Korea into a corner anymore. They're gonna have their little missiles ready for you, man. They're gonna have a couple thousand ready for you. Trust me. And there's nothing you can do about it. Thus says Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Barakah Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man, because those with the spiritual eyes open can see. It's nearly that time. Shalom.